So what I'm going to show in this video is a simple moon salutation flow that I do several days a week in the morning as just a way to start to get so many different parts of my body woken up for the day. It's slow, it's intentional, it's not as challenging as a vinyasa, so especially on like the colder mornings, the darker mornings, it can be a really gentle way to wake everything up. So I'm going to show you the foundation and we'll go through it just a couple of times with the flow, and then I will offer just a couple of modifications, alterations to the flow that are going to be nice for you to explore if there's something you want to explore. No pose, position, way of doing this flow is right or wrong or better than or worse than another. It's just a variety of ways that you can do the same thing. So we start in our hands and knees are in tabletop position. And knees are going to be right underneath the hips and shoulders are going to be right above the wrists. Okay, find that arm spiral, the eyes of the elbows forward, shoulders down. Toes can be tucked or untucked, just kind of depending on what works. If you need a towel or a bolster underneath your ankles, just because you don't have a lot of plantar flexion or toe pointing capacity, by all means, use the support underneath. So you'll start with a cat-cow. Exhale as you round. Inhale as you arch. Exhale, neutral spine. Inhale, rocks back. Exhale, forward. Lower down onto your belly. Inhale into Sphinx. Exhale as you lower. And then pushing back through hands or elbows, coming into a child's pose. I'm going to break those movements down just a little bit. So when you come back up, I usually come back on an inhale because an exhale guides me into my cat. Don't lose that arm spiral. Inhale as you arch. Exhale, come back to neutral spine. Inhale, keep your spine as neutral as possible as the hips go back towards the heels. Exhale, coming forward. Now, you have a couple of ways to go down. You can move the hands forward as you come down in kind of a push-up position all the way down. Another way is that you keep your hands right where they are and you actually keep the butt high and lower the chest down. Both of those, you really want to make sure the elbows stay by your side and don't angle out. Okay, so they stay in like they're pointing towards your feet. And one more option, there's infinite different ways to do that, is from here, you actually go down elbow to elbow and then let the body come down. If you're holding your breath for any one of those positions, find an easier modification. When you do Sphinx, I do like elbows down, palms up, keep those shoulders down. Exhale as you lower, and then again, if you push back through the elbows rather than the hands, that's what it'll look like. So I'll just show you that 2 more times. Inhale as you rise. Exhale into cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, neutral spine. Inhale, rocks you back. Exhale, forward, lower down onto the belly. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, lower, pushing back, child's pose. You can be there for 3 breaths or so. In child's pose, you can use a block if you want, if your head doesn't quite reach the ground. And then inhale back to hands and knees. One more time, exhaling as you round. Inhaling as you arch. Exhale, neutral spine. Inhale, rocks you back. Exhale, brings you forward. Again, you can move your hands forward as an option. Lower down like a push-up. Inhale into Sphinx. Elbows down, palms up. Exhale, lower. And then pushing back, child's pose. Now just a couple of modifications is from your cat-cow. You can come back to neutral spine. You can tuck the toes, lift the knees into a downward dog prep as you rock back and forward. Okay, so that's an option. Bring the knees down, lower down onto the belly. You can stay into Sphinx, or you can come into Cobra where the palms are down, shoulders down away from the ears. Keep the elbows by your side, pointing back. Exhale as you lower. And again, pushing back through hands or elbows into a child's pose. And then one more final option you can take is at the end of the series, you actually find a downward facing dog for a few breaths. So hopefully that gives you a really good idea. Watch this video, kind of practice it a little bit until you kind of get the flow for yourself. And thank you for watching. Maybe try it waking up in the morning a little bit and see how it does for you.